From its humble beginnings as 13 colonies clinging to the Atlantic coast, the United States has grown into a global superpower with territories and interests spanning the globe. This expansion, driven by a complex interplay of economic ambition, strategic calculation, and a belief in manifest destiny, has profoundly shaped the nation's history and identity. From the fertile plains of the Louisiana Purchase to the icy wilderness of Alaska, each territorial acquisition tells a unique story of exploration, conquest, and cultural exchange. These territories, acquired through purchase, conquest, or treaty, have provided the United States with vast natural resources, strategic military advantages, and diverse cultural influences. The story of America's territorial expansion is not without its controversies, however. Indigenous populations were often displaced or marginalized, and debates over slavery and citizenship followed in the wake of expansion. The Louisiana Purchase in 1803 stands as a pivotal moment in American history, dramatically expanding the young nation's size and potential. For a mere $15 million, the United States acquired from France a vast territory encompassing over 828,000 square miles, effectively doubling the size of the country. This acquisition encompassed land that would eventually become part of 15 states, stretching from the Mississippi River to the Rocky Mountains. This monumental land grab had profound consequences for the United States. It fueled westward expansion, opening up vast new territories for settlement and agriculture. The acquisition of the port of New Orleans secured control of the Mississippi River, a vital artery for trade and transportation. The Louisiana Purchase also sparked a new wave of exploration, as Meriwether Lewis and William Clark embarked on their legendary expedition to chart the newly acquired territory, further igniting the American imagination with dreams of westward expansion. In 1867, Secretary of State William Seward orchestrated the purchase of Alaska from Russia for $7.2 million, a deal widely ridiculed at the time as Seward's folly. However, the acquisition of this seemingly barren and remote territory would prove to be a strategic masterstroke. Alaska's vast natural resources, including gold, oil, and timber, would eventually contribute significantly to American wealth. Beyond its economic significance, Alaska's strategic location proved invaluable during the Cold War, providing a crucial line of defense against the Soviet Union. The construction of military bases and early warning systems in Alaska underscored its importance in the context of Cold War geopolitics. Today, Alaska remains a vital part of the United States, its stunning natural beauty attracting tourists and adventurers from around the world. The late 19th and early 20th centuries witnessed a period of significant overseas expansion for the United States, driven in part by a desire to secure new markets and project American power on the global stage. The Spanish-American War of 1898 resulted in the U.S. gaining control of Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Philippines, marking a turning point in American foreign policy. These island acquisitions, strategically located in the Caribbean and the Pacific, transformed the United States into a global power with far-reaching interests and responsibilities. The acquisition of these territories signaled a shift away from the country's traditional focus on continental expansion and towards a more outward-looking foreign policy. This new era of American imperialism was not without its critics, who argued that it contradicted the country's founding principles of self-determination and liberty. Section 5, Puerto Rico, a Caribbean jewel with a complex relationship. Ceded to the United States by Spain following the Spanish-American War, Puerto Rico has long held a unique and often fraught relationship with the mainland. As an unincorporated territory, Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens but lack full voting rights in Congress and cannot participate in presidential elections. This ambiguous political status has been the subject of ongoing debate, with some advocating for statehood and others for independence. Despite the complexities of its political status, Puerto Rico has made significant contributions to American culture and society. The island's vibrant music, dance, and cuisine have enriched the American cultural landscape, while its people have served with distinction in the U.S. Armed Forces. The debate over Puerto Rico's future status remains a pressing issue, reflecting broader questions about identity, representation, and self-determination in U.S. territories. Section 6, Guam, a strategic outpost in the Pacific. Located in the western Pacific Ocean, Guam has served as a vital strategic asset for the United States since its acquisition from Spain in 1898. The island's location, strategically positioned between Asia and North America, has made it a key hub for military operations, particularly during World War II and the Cold War. Known as the tip of the spear, Guam is home to a significant U.S. military presence, including a naval base and an Air Force base. Beyond its military significance, Guam boasts a rich indigenous Chamorro culture and is a popular tourist destination, known for its pristine beaches, crystal-clear waters, and lush tropical landscapes. The island's history and culture are deeply intertwined with its strategic importance, making it a unique and fascinating part of the American tapestry. Section 7. The Philippines, a legacy of collaboration and conflict. The U.S. acquisition of the Philippines from Spain in 1898 marked a significant turning point in both countries' histories. The Philippines, a sprawling archipelago of over 7,000 islands, became the site of a protracted and bloody conflict as Filipino nationalists, led by Emilio Aguinaldo, resisted American rule. The Philippine-American War, lasting from 1899 to 1902, resulted in the deaths of thousands of American soldiers and hundreds of thousands of Filipinos. Despite the bitter legacy of the war, the U.S. and the Philippines have forged a strong and enduring relationship. After gaining independence in 1946, the Philippines remained a key ally of the United States during the Cold War and beyond. Today, the two countries maintain close economic, cultural, and security ties. Section 8. The Panama Canal Zone, connecting oceans and shaping trade. While not a territory in the traditional sense, the Panama Canal Zone, acquired by the United States in 1903, played a pivotal role in American economic and strategic interests for much of the 20th century. The construction of the Panama Canal, a monumental feat of engineering, revolutionized global trade and transportation by connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans through a 50-mile waterway. The canal significantly reduced shipping times and costs, facilitating the flow of goods and people between the two oceans. The U.S. control of the canal zone, however, was not without controversy. Panamanian nationalists long resented American control of this vital waterway, and the issue of sovereignty over the canal zone became a major point of contention between the two countries. In 1977, after years of negotiation, the United States and Panama signed a treaty transferring control of the canal to Panama at the end of the 20th century. Section 9. The impact of territories on American identity and culture. The acquisition and incorporation of territories have profoundly shaped American identity and culture, contributing to the nation's evolving sense of self and its place in the world. From the introduction of new foods and music, to the incorporation of diverse cultural traditions, the influence of America's territories is woven into the fabric of American life. The experiences of people living in U.S. territories have enriched American literature, art, and music, adding new voices and perspectives to the national narrative. The challenges and triumphs of territorial expansion have also forced Americans to grapple with complex questions about citizenship, belonging, and the meaning of democracy. Section 10. The economic and strategic significance of America's territories. America's territories have played and continue to play a vital role in the nation's economic and strategic interests. From natural resources to military bases, these territories provide the United States with significant advantages on the global stage. The abundance of natural resources found in many territories, including oil, minerals, and timber, has fueled American economic growth. Strategically, America's territories provide crucial access to important shipping lanes, air routes, and areas of geopolitical importance. The military bases located in places like Guam, for example, project American power and provide a deterrent against potential adversaries. The economic and strategic significance of these territories ensures that they will continue to play a vital role in American foreign policy and national security considerations for years to come. Section 11. A legacy of expansion. America's global footprint. America's territorial expansion, while not without its complexities and controversies, has left an indelible mark on the nation's history and identity. From the vast plains of the Louisiana Purchase to the strategic outposts of the Pacific, Each territory tells a unique story of exploration, conquest, and cultural exchange. These acquisitions have shaped the United States into the global power it is today, providing it with vast natural resources, strategic advantages, and a diverse cultural heritage. As the United States navigates the complexities of the 21st century, the legacy of its territorial expansion continues to shape its relationships with the world. The ongoing debates about the status of territories like Puerto Rico highlight the enduring questions about self-determination, representation, and the meaning of American citizenship. The story of America's territories is an integral part of the nation's ongoing narrative, a testament to its ever-evolving identity and its place on the world stage.